In
Right.
all the different situations that is giving you headache,
Yeah.
there is a common cause. In terms of either some belief or certain idea that you have given a predominance to in your life, or something that you are holding tight for long, which has served you earlier, but is also given you this headache. So in various situations where the headache is coming, if you use Satkaryavad theory, now that you are a Sankhya student, I should use that term, no?
Right.
That the effect lies in the cause. So in that cause of the headache, there is a common cause for all these headaches. And what is that cause? It is also possible there is a cause, and the cause of the cause, maybe it's a little lower down, deeper down. The commonality may be more deeper. And it may be so obvious to you, it may be just a daily part of your routine to think in that manner, mental routine. That's why I asked you to not just write your physical routine, but also your mental routine, which you admitted that, yes, you are just saying that you were thinking of something else. You have not zeroed on what is it that you were thinking on. When you will start doing that, you will have put your finger on the pulse to the cause of this headache. And when that will be worked upon, then there will be some remedy beginning of your headache, because the headache is only an effect. Correct?
Right.
It has to have a cause, and the cause is a certain mindset, certain perception, certain beliefs, certain thoughts, certain feelings. And your thoughts, feelings, etc., as you have observed from your time log, that they are circumstantial. Right? Your mindset is changing as per the circumstances.
Right.
Whereas for an aware student of Sankhya Yoga, it should be the other way around. That your mindset creates the circumstances. But for the time being, you are only reacting to the circumstances. So fine, we begin from where we are.
Right.
And your reaction is in form of headache also. Whatever you are reacting, and you're doing it very intelligently, very obviously, because your letting go is still not happening.
Yeah. Yeah,
You,
absolutely.
yes, you need to constantly work at letting go and forgiving yourself. You need to do a hell lot of being grateful and forgiving. So, like you are keeping a time log. In the time log itself, you can add where you are grateful for something. So it will also become a more richer diary of gratefulness. And wherever you feel that you need to forgive yourself for something, you can write that also over there itself. So your diary will become even richer.
Just 1 minute. I don't know. Man, the time log really takes a lot of time.
Yes.
Write down.
But at the same time, it is paying dividends.
But yes.
Is that an investment of time or waste of time?
It is an investment. Yes, I agree.
So if you don't want to get anything back, why will you invest? And if you want something back, then it is only wise to invest.
Absolutely. That's there.
Right? And if you add gratefulness and forgiveness in that time log, you can see that your investment will be more or less the same, but the dividends that you will then get will be multiple times. Just by writing down what you're grateful for and what you're forgiving yourself for, or even forgiving somebody else for, that by just writing that very moment you will get a return, isn't it? उस कर्म का फल तो उसी समय मिल जाता है. That's an instantly producing karma phal. Are you able to see that? When you forgive somebody or you forgive yourself, the restfulness or calmness or relaxation or letting go that happens is instant. Or you have never experienced that. You could try it.
I've never forgiven itself.
So give it
yes.
Give it a try. Give it a try, and you will see the truth of my words. So never take my word for granted. I always say, पहले इस्तेमाल करो, फिर विश्वास करो. So find it out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. And so also the feeling of gratefulness. It gives you immediate return. Instantly, you feel satisfied when you have in that moment. And if you have never experienced before, writing down will definitely help you to get started. Because it may not, otherwise, you may not understand how and what it is. Because it's a feeling belonging to affective domain. And you don't allow yourself to go there. You're only in the thinking domain, the cognitive domain. So at least start thinking in that manner. And this thinking will have a more easy incline towards the feeling. Because gratefulness cannot be thought of. So also forgiveness cannot be thought of. It cannot be a thought, right? These are feelings.
Yeah.
A very, very positive and divine kind of a feeling. So you will be able to allow yourself. Probably the thoughts will lead you over there. Try it. Would it be worthwhile, you think?
Right, yes. As of now, I can say that it has been 0 minutes towards
No
this
problem.
feelings.
But at least when you're writing down the activity and your thought along with it, you will also be able to say, can I add gratefulness over here? At least ask yourself, can I be grateful for something here?
Right.
Is there anything to forgive for me over here? Okay.
Right. Absolutely.
So anyway, this was gratefulness and forgiveness came in addition, because I do find that it's difficult for you to allow yourself to relax. Though there are very few moments which comes very distinctly. In fact, on the last 2 times that we met, I pointed out to you that there was certain amount of relaxation in your voice. I could feel the difference. You have the recordings of all the sessions. You can see and try to see if there is a difference that you can see. You may yet not be able to see, because for you, when you will listen to yourself, you will get into your thinking. When I'm saying this, I'm thinking this. You may not yet be able to see it because the difference was really slight, but for me, it was very, very clear. I could distinctly make out that there is a degree of relaxation that has come in.
Right.
And relaxation happens with when somebody who's not able to relax like this, it is lack of faith. And to begin with, you can have a working faith, as doctor would always use the word. Begin with working faith. Yes, when you sleep at night, there is this faith that you will wake up in the morning. Yeah, that's a working faith. Yes, when you are
Ma'am, can you repeat?
working faith.
What is that word you said?
Having a working faith. That is, when you go to sleep at night, you're not afraid that you may not wake up in the morning. Yes, we have a faith that yes, we'll wake up in the morning. So that's a working faith. When you set out of home, you say, yeah, I'll come back at this time. You have a working faith. So begin with that working faith, pay attention to it. So allow yourself to get in tune with this feeling of faith and faith in yourself. Yes.
Right.
When nature has created us, it is all in this good faith that we as humans will serve humanity and all other living beings. Yes. How much we do it is how much faith we really have in our creation. But we can always begin and start paying attention to it when you realize it, when you learn about it, when you know it. So now that you know this, that as human, if you do not have faith in yourself, can you have faith in anything else or anyone else? You can't. Yes, because that faith itself, here itself is missing. How can you put faith in anything else also?
Right.
है ना? वो by accident हो जाता है, by default हो जाता है, या by circumstantially हो जाता है, वो हो जाता है. But consciously, you are not able to put faith in anything other than yourself. है ना? अभी तुमने एक फोन रिसीव किया, उसको बोला मुझे 1 घंटे बाद में फोन करो. So you have working faith that you will be alive and available after 1 hour. But life is really so uncertain, no? Our knowledge of the world around, if we keep in mind, we know that life is very uncertain. I'm breathing this breath. Next breath, will I breathe? Is uncertain. Correct? But you don't carry that on your head. Similarly, there are things that you are carrying on your head, which you are not letting go, and you got so used to it that you don't even feel that this is what is weighing on you. Just like right from birth, there's this whole column of atmosphere, air, that's weighing on our head, right? When we learn to stand up, when we learn to sit, there's a whole column of air on our head, and we are carrying it on our head all the time, but we don't feel it. Why? Because it is perpetually there. Right? You have got something on your head which has been perpetually there. So you don't recognize it. You don't see it as burden. But it is giving you this headache because it is not natural for you. Yes, the column of air is not giving us the headache because it is natural to beings that walk vertically. Yes, it's a natural thing. But if it is giving you headache, it is something unnatural. Is it natural for human beings to have headache 24/7?
No.
But to have that column of air on the head is natural.
Right.
Right? So it's not giving us headache. So that burden, it may be coming to your mind, but you are dismissing it, not tapping on it, not working on it, not even mentioning it to me, because you take it as run of the mill. ये तो मेरा हमेशा का ही है. So what I suggest now on, whatever we tap on, something that doesn't seem to be untoward, even if it is something very, very common and routine thing for you, if it comes to your mind, do mention it. Maybe I'll be able to help you to catch it. Okay?
And another call coming in.
Yeah, sure, attend it.
If not, if we won't have mentioned, I would have actually been irritated. यार इस बंदे को अभी फोन करना था.
ऐसा ही है हम. It's so important to be grateful. It gives you peace immediately. See, more fruit again immediately.
Right.
Instead of now, do you want to strengthen that irritability, Pali Lakshmi? Or you want to strengthen this Lakshmi, who is feeling grateful?
Correct. Absolutely.
Yes? Even if it is just a thought, but it has made a difference to your feeling.
Yes.
Right? You just replace the thought, no?
Absolutely.
This is the power of I choose.
Right.
Got it?
Absolutely. Right.
And so probably on a regular basis.
Just, the tapping के बीच में आ जाता है. Irritation.
It does not matter. Even if it comes between the tapping, we can pause. And we can attend to that and resume tapping. As long as you don't let your mindset shift. It's perfectly okay. Perfectly okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing. If you do not allow your mode of tapping to be disturbed, even if you forget where you had left, you can at least just close it. Breathe in, breathe, and breathe out loud, long from the mouth. So close that. Or if you have to leave in between, you're not sure whether you'll be able to come back to continue, you can just close it wherever you are, at whatever point.
Okay.
And do that tapping later on, from the beginning. There's absolutely no issue. Yeah. And in case you're just attending to something and come back, then you can attend to it wherever you had left. Say you had left tapping over here. Continue. And go on.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
That is why I find this technique so very yogic. That the balanced state is maintained. It does not have any kind of requirement in terms of time, in terms of before this and after this, that, and the other, except a little bit of awareness about choosing, that you choose something that is worthwhile and natural, in tune with nature. So a little awareness over there. And be ruthlessly honest with yourself when you are setting up, making your acknowledgement statements.
Right.
If any condition, then these are it. Are there any condition at all?
Absolutely.
तुम सो के करो, लेट के करो, शीर्षासन में करो, फिजिकल टैपिंग करके करो, मेंटल टैपिंग करके करो. How much of ease? There is no
Ma'am,
restriction.
there is one more thing which I realized because of this tapping. I use the term irritation, but sometimes it is not only irritation, sometimes it is anger.
Yes.
Sometimes it's irritation, like this
Yeah.
phone beach mein aaya is an irritation sometimes.
But you
When
want
I'm
to not
talking,
say
sometimes
anger.
it is,
You only want to say irritation. You don't want
so
to admit. So that
yesterday
is
day
why only
before,
irritation
so
goes,
yesterday
the
day before
anger
when I
remains.
replaced,
Yes. So ruthlessly honest.
yeah,
If it is anger, then tap out anger.
absolutely. Right, absolutely. Then, ma'am, day before on Sunday,